Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. We've got a pretty rocking playlist today. Yes. How are we doing, everybody? As the stream title suggests, tomorrow is in fact my birthday. Now, the reason we're not streaming tomorrow is because tomorrow is a video day. Today is the live stream day. And we've been blessed the last couple of years of being able to live stream on the birthday. But this year we're not. It's tomorrow. So I am turning 34. I'm leveling up in like 4 hours time. Something like that. Hence the title. Level 34 already. Thank you, everybody. So, yeah, tonight we're just going to hang out for a couple of hours. I might do some... I mean, I probably will. I've got some more basing and painting to do, as per usual. But we're also just going to chat and hang out. Yeah. How are you guys? You guys all good? You having a good week? Let's bring this to 100 likes as a birthday present for Josh. Yes, please do. 100 likes on the stream. That would be lovely. 100 likes for a birthday. I took a day off work on Monday to play Warcry and some other games. Ooh, what other games did you play, Martin? And also, how did you find Warcry? Because I think Warcry is a great game. Stoogie, thank you very much for the £10. Many happy returns, buddy boy. Love you. Love you too, Stoogie. That's very, very kind of you. I really appreciate it. As... Bloody hell. I wasn't expecting that. It made me jump, Asmodeus. Thank you so much for the €100. Happy birthday, Josh. Well, it certainly is now. Thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate that, Asmodeus. Thank you so much. He almost choked on his own surprise. A day before he finally got to ding. It's a World of Warcraft reference for everybody out there. Do you know what I haven't played in many, many years? Is World of Warcraft. It's been a very, very long time since I stepped into that arena. And I miss it sometimes, and then other times I don't, you know? It's one of those things. We played Star Trek Fleet Captains, lots of little plastic ships to move around. Alright, but not as joyous as we hoped. And Seven Wonders Duel. Warcry is excellent. Star Trek Fleet Captain sounds interesting. It's like Star Wars Armada. That always looked like a great game to me. Except it's gone now. Boo. Never dip your food again into the well pond. Once you are out, you are out. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm way too busy to play World of Warcraft anyway. I've got lots and lots of miniatures to paint. As you can see, we are on 437 painted miniatures for the year. And we're trying to get to 600 on the year. So, yeah. Diving into World of Warcraft would certainly hamper that. I found the Stormcast and Nighthaunt Underworld set for £15 unopened. Bargain. Good stuff, Conic Melter. Well done. Excellent, well done. Do you know what I've been looking for? I've been looking for somebody who wants to sell some of these bad boys on eBay for not an extravagant amount of money. I'm gonna be keeping an eye out. So, I mean, excuse the paint job. This was 12-year-old me did this. But so these are the old Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. So I've showed them off on the channel before, but here we have we have a couple of these bad boys. So what I want to do is I want to strip these guys and repaint them. And I want to do a unit of 10. And I want this unit of 10 to go alongside these Aquilons, right? So I want to do like 10 of these with the Kassakin, and then I also want to find the beret men, the plastic ones from a long time ago. Colonel, thank you very much for being a member for 15 months. Happy birthday to the amazing Josh. We wish you all the best on your day and every other day of the year. Love you, man. Thank you very much. And then you've gifted 5 of the finest Warhipster memberships as well. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, buddy. That's awesome. And also, Ricky Drinks Paints, happy birthday for tomorrow, you magnificent legend. Thank you so much. Troll Trader has some. How much are they on Troll Trader? Paint 163 more Skaven clan rats and we will be there. Thomas, don't do this to me. There's other things to do. Paints 24 custodies according to a great Warhipster tutorial. Can't get better than this. Discover Shadowkeeper's video. I've got them all. You know. £25 per model. Oh. Yeah, so that would be, what? 50, 100, 125 quid to get 5 more. So I've got 5 of them. What I need is the sergeant. Because that one with the plasma pistol and the bolt gun is an illegal loadout now. Although I'm sure some people would forgive that. But yeah, I want to do 10 of them, 10 Kassakin, 10 of these. I need to do another 5 of these. The Capic Eagles, which we did a video on a little while ago. So yeah, loads and loads of stuff to do. I just want to kind of have an army of special forces. And I want to mount them all in Taurox Primes and Valkyries. So today I have been working on Tigurius and I've also been finishing off these guys. So what we're going to do whilst we're in just a minute, we are going to probably just finish off the bases on these Aquilons, which I know is boring, but we're going to do it because I need to do it. It's not quite my birthday yet, because tomorrow we're not going to be building, we're not going to be painting other things. I'm going to do something entirely for me. I don't know what it is yet. The little army men are some of my favourites to paint. I'm with you there, James. So like the other day, I dug these out, who I didn't finish. So these were my old 90-second firebrands. So I did a video on these guys, and I did 5 of them. Here we go. So there's another one. There's one of the finished ones. But I wanted to finish the unit. So all I needed to do was add some silver, so I've done that. But now I need to shade it and highlight it. So tomorrow I might finish off the 90-second firebrands. And then that will give me like my 30 Cadian shock troopers. And then I might pick up another 10. Actually, I have another 10 to do some more of the old Harakoni Warhawks here. Also, happy early birthday. Thank you very much, James. Did you do the Dwarf Team for Kill Team from Terminator box? No, I haven't done that team, no. No. Someday we'll get to it. But painting Votan to me is one of the things where like I don't enjoy it at all. Are you planning to release a video for the Doom Flares? Also, happy birthday. Thank you very much, Daniel. Yes, so my plan is to paint the Doom Flares. At the moment, I've got these guys to finish, Tigurius to finish, and I've got a Skeletal King. I've got a King on this guy, a White King. So I've got this one, this one to do. White King on Skeletal Steed. That's what we have. And Tigurius to do. And then after that, I've got some stuff I can't tell you to do. And then after that, I've got some stuff I can't tell you to do. And then after that, I've got some stuff I can't tell you to do. But after that, that's when we're going to do some Doomflares. And Asmodeus is being incredibly generous today. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. This is a happy birthday, isn't it, already? Thank you. What is your least favourite army to paint for 40k/AoS? That's an interesting question. I don't really... There's no armies that I dislike. It's aspects of certain models generally that I'll end up getting kind of annoyed at. So, like... why is the music stopped? Skip that on. Thank you so much, Asmodeus. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I enjoy painting most things. It'll be things like when I have to do a model that is covered in loads and loads of different metallics. I'll get annoyed at the metallics section of it. If I have to paint Space Marines, it's the backpacks. I don't like painting backpacks. If it's Chaos Space Marines, it's the trim and stuff. I don't like doing that. So there's all kinds of things that I get frustrated at. So yeah, it kind of swings and roundabouts, really. What colour did you prime these miniatures? The Aquilons were primed in Grey Seer, and the Vespid were primed in Wraithbone. Loads of rivets and spikes for me. Yeah, exactly. It's little aspects of certain things that will be frustrating. So, for example, painting these guys, the bit I didn't really enjoy doing was... Well, I say didn't enjoy doing. The bit that took the longest was all the silver. On the Vespid, it was all the white. But generally, it's like I limit. It'll generally just be like one color. Painting whites is anything but fun. Well, yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent, but then there are certain models where I really enjoy it. So, like when I'm painting Space Marines, so like Apothecaries or White Scars or something like that, I really enjoy painting the white because it's really satisfying. I think it looks great. And one thing I don't actually have is a fully white armored army, and that's why I'm kind of thinking for Horus Heresy I'm gonna do the White Scars, because I would like to have a white armored army, because I've got red, I've got black, you know. I've got yellow as well with the Votan. You know, lots of cool stuff. I've got metallic armies, I've got gold, I've got silver. I guess I don't have a bronze army, that would be nice. Or like a brassier army. Although I guess I kind of do have a brassy army in that I have most of 1,500 points worth of Necrons, as it were. The thing I never finished from Indomitus was the Warriors. So I did everything in Indomitus, but I never did the Warriors. So I did 2 Warriors for the video. So I do have 18 Warriors sat in a box somewhere. Oh, actually, I think I also have the Scorpec Destroyers as well. Which is funny, because I have Zarek the Silent King there, so it's like, yeah, okay, that's the majority of a Necron army. So, why don't you do the rest of it, Josh? Well, there would have been a lot more Necron videos if at the time I had been in a relationship with Games Workshop. But instead I wasn't. I was on my own at that time for Indomitus. My partnership with Games Workshop didn't happen until Contrast Wave 2. which was 3 years ago next summer. Interesting, which is, you know, mad to think. It was the same year that Age of Darkness came out. So it was quite funny with that because Age of Darkness, the Horus Heresy plastic box came out, right? And I was like, I don't think I'm going to buy it. Because you know, I didn't really need it at the time. But then I saw that there was a plastic Spartan in there, and I was like, yeah. I need this box in my life. So I bought it, and then like 2 weeks later, I got an email from Games Workshop saying, "Hello, we've noticed you, and we've got something pretty cool coming out that we'd like to work with you on." And I was like, "Sick." I wish it had been a little bit earlier, because then I would have got the Horus Heresy box. But there we go. And it was then, at that point, that the amount of money that I would spend on models would dip a little bit, but the amount of money I would spend on paint would skyrocket. CJster, Gus Adkison. Sorry, I was tripping over that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Tomorrow is the birthday. Looking forward to see you painting the new Stormcast range. Thank you for the constant inspiration. As much as you are so very, very welcome. You've been incredibly generous today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am really looking forward to painting new Stormcast. So, guys, for the Stormcast fans out there, there's a couple of things with the new Stormcast, right? I know that some of them are going to go into the Hammers of Sigmar. I just know that they are. So I think, for example, I'm going to put like the Lord Relictor. If they send it to me, I'm going to put the Lord Relictor into the Hammers of Sigmar. So we're going to paint a couple of gold boys, and Taunus the Redeemed is obviously going to go into the Hallowed Knights. However, because we've got all things, you know, potentially, there's a bunch of new stuff, you know, got the Stormstrike Paladors and all that kind of thing. I'm thinking I might do Anvils of the Heldenhammer. Who wants to see Anvils of the Heldenhammer? Who wants to see those as a bunch of tutorials? Well, Jacob does. Happy birthday tomorrow. Going to buy Scaven Tide soon, and it's all your fault. I'm sorry, Ian. But enjoy the box, because it's one of the best boxes ever. When are we getting new Stormcast? Do we know? No, we don't know yet. As soon as I know, I won't be able to tell you. But I don't know. This year. Oh, it's going to be this year. Yeah. Absolutely. They said Stormcast, they said Skaven, Stormcast, and Slaves to Darkness will all be out before the end of the year. So Slaves to Darkness will be getting a battle tome as well as maybe 1 or 2 model kits. I can't see them getting very much. But then it is Age of Sigmar, so you never know. They might just be like, oh yeah, so Abraxia, you can now buy that individually, but also just here's a new guy, and here's a new unit, and here's a new trebuchet. You never know with Age of Sigmar. It could be anything. It's impossible to predict. It's not like 40k where you can kind of predict what's going to happen. You can be like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen for the Eldari. Tell me, have they got any Finecast in the range? Oh, yes. No, then those are the ones that are getting updated. Uh, whereas for AoS, we have no idea. It can be anything from here is a sorcerer to oh yeah, by the way, you thought that the Dark Oath was the end of it? No. Here's 6 more Dark Oath kits. Any guess when we get Wood Elves in Old World, or if Dark Elves appear in AoS like normal Dark Elves? So I think we will see the Ulguneth or Umbraneth or whatever we're going to call them, the Shadow Elves. Malarion's lot. I think we will see them this edition. I hope we will see them this edition. I think we will see them maybe in year 2, possibly year 3 of AoS. If you think when Cities of Sigmar came out, that would be when I would guess the Druchii, for lack of a better word, would arrive. Thank you very much, Captain Manrings. And Wood Elves, presumably next year. They did say in the roadmap that elves were coming and the Empire was coming. Captain Manrings, thank you for the 5 gifted Warhipster memberships. That's very, very kind of you. Hello, buddy, and thank you very much for the happy birthday. To those who are asking how old I'm going to be, I'm leveling up to 34. We need a custom Warhipster shield host scheme. Oh, for the Custodes. I always thought that the Custodes would look really cool in like a really, really deep, dark crimson red with gold accents. I'm talking like Flesh Terrors red. Not the colour, but like how dark red the Flesh Terrors are. You started to say 300. Well, if every miniature that you painted added an extra day to your life, over the last 3 years, it would have added almost... It would have added over 1,500 days to my life. So I could easily age myself up to 300 based on, you know, how many videos we make for the channel these days and how many miniatures get painted. I will retire before 40. Well, I'm probably going to be making YouTube tutorials until I'm 90. Fun new reference. Have been lurking while creating a painting shelf. I'm so jealous of you guys with your new house. I can't wait to do the same thing, to be honest. I know moving sucks and it's awful, but I can't wait for us to do it. Liam and Joe were talking about AoS not having conventional elves and dwarves yesterday in a stream and it being a detriment. Was wondering your thoughts. No, I don't think it is a detriment to Age of Sigmar to not have just your kind of basic Barry elves. I think what you have with Age of Sigmar is you have the potential to do more than what a conventional elf a kind of conventional elf aesthetic. Like, would it be cool to have like a couple of like just normal everyday elves join the Cities of Sigmar? Yeah, 100%. I think that would be really nice, you know. It's a shame that the Wildercore hunters already exist, because it would be cool to put in some elf hunters and trackers and things, for example. And it would have been really nice to have things like the Ironweld Great Cannon be crewed by Dwarden. However, I think what Age of Sigmar has more of a blank canvas to do is to create something like Caradron Overlords, right? So you don't get that if you, and this is one of the problems that Old World faced, is that Old World is all conventional. It's a little bit high fantasy, but it's mostly conventional fantasy tropes. So the dwarves live in the mountains, and they all carry axes, and they all have beards, and this, that, and the other. So you have that kind of conventional trope there for the dwarves. And the elves, you had the wood elves who all wear kind of hoods and stuff, and they're very skilled archers and this kind of thing. And you have the high elves in their glimmering white and blue armor with their tall hats and their glittering phalanxes and all this kind of thing, right? So in Old World you have all those tropes, but if they'd, so for example, if they'd not done the end times for Old World and had just kind of released more factions for Age of Sigmar, for the Old World, for the things that they had planned, right? So they released things like the Ideneth. It would be completely at odds with the with the fantasy setting, and same for things like Caradron Overlords. Caradron Overlords would not have worked in the old world. So it's, for me, it's better that you have these kind of high fantasy settings as the bar for Age of Sigmar. And then you can then you can kind of dial it back a little bit when you want to create a faction like Cities of Sigmar. Do you see what I mean? I think it's a better place to start to introduce the more common soldiery later than it is to start with that, because if you start with that, that creates your design language. Is my general feeling on it. Happy birthday for tomorrow, another milestone achieved. Thank you very much, Athol McNichol. I really appreciate that. Nicholas Conrad, thank you very much, and happy birthday to you on the 22nd September, babies. We are the best-ish. Everyone's the best. You're the best. You're all the best because you're here. Best audience ever. Warhipster is still a baby. I am. I have 20, my man. Congrats. Thank you very much. Were you on the 20th, Brent? Cal, thank you very much. Saw the Titus at Warhammer World today. It's very cool. Oh, I'm jealous. I kind of want to go and visit. You guys know that you guys were New Year's gift to your mums, right? Yeah, I was a Boxing Day gift, clearly. 26th of September. Come on. The dates line up. Oh, we'll finally be able to buy Titus in this country, I believe, as of Saturday. By 54, I fully expect to be already be in a Dreadnought shell. I like it. Only in death does painting end. No, we're not going to scrunch that up because we're going to need that in just a second to do base rims. Oh, Man United scored. Lovely. I'm probably behind. I have 20 years on you, didn't come out right. Congrats to you at 34. Thank you very much, Brent. Do you know what would be interesting will be if Games Workshop and Warhammer does continue to exist for another 35 years. You know, I'd obviously like to keep doing this forever, but will tabletop wargaming survive another 35 years? Who knows? I didn't think I would survive 35 years, and I haven't. I've only got to 34. Anything could happen to me in the next year. You just never know. Wish you a lovely happy birthday, Josh. Thank you very much, Kataro. Keep buying minis so you never die. Well, I mean, yeah. That is pretty much what I'm going to do. I cannot leave this world. And I know it's a bit early to be talking about this. I am only 34. But at the very least, I would like to finish my pile of shame before I go. Which is why, if you ever see a video from me saying, guys, I finished my backlog, it means I'm at the end. But don't you worry about that. Even within arm's reach, there's over 100 models that are unpainted. And that's just within arm's reach. I haven't even talked about the boxes and boxes of miniatures. And you know, I need to have like... Actually, do you know what? Do you know what's interesting? I was checking it out the other day. And I actually don't have that much of a pile of potential for my Stormcast. I don't have that many models that are unpainted. I have like most of a Sacrosanct chamber, not a full one, not a lore accurate one, but I have like sort of 30 Sacrosanct models. I have 5 Vindictors who I've put some Celestial Vindicators paint on. And a Knight Arcanum, a Lord Arcanum. And that's it. I can donate a few unpainted models. Tommy, I don't need any. Trust me, please. Please. Nobody send me unpainted models. I cannot stress this enough. 120 clan rats, maybe. Thankfully, I don't have any unpainted clan rats. The only Skaven I haven't painted are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 unpainted Skaven models. Wait, I also have a plague pack. So what's that? 12. I have 12 unpainted Skaven models. I hope you have also a Vandus model. I hope for a tutorial. No, I need to get a Vandus model. There's 2 Stormcast... So, aside from all the new stuff, as far as I'm aware, the Stormcast videos that you guys want to see are a Star Drake and Vandus Hammerhand. Both of which I need to get a hold of. Please don't send me clan rats. It will literally make me cry. Are Star Drakes still even available? They are. They are indeed. And Celestant Prime. So here's the thing with the Celestant Prime. I've done one before. I sold it when I sold my Andals of the Heldenhammer. Now, I could buy a Celestant Prime. However, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next AoS 4 to AoS 5 narrative campaign thing that the Celestant Prime gets his upgrade. Now, I was surprised he didn't get it with this lot, but I can kind of understand why not. Because they showed us Iridan the Witness, so that makes way more sense. But I'm probably going to hold off on doing a Celestant Prime, because I have a sneaky feeling that given the upgrade that the Knight Azeros and the Prosecutors have had, there is a Celestant Prime out there somewhere that looks 1,000 times better. Happy birthday, Mr. Warhipster. Thank you, Alex R. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Matthias, for the happy birthday. I'm currently painting my clan rats as I watch this. I think I could maybe handle doing 10 clan rats. I couldn't handle doing 40 again. And even if I did 10, I would do them in 5s. So I could maybe handle doing them in groups of 5 and maybe doing 10 more. If you see what I mean. Tommy Agami, thank you very much for the 5 gifted Warhipster memberships. And then Asmodeus, thank you very much for the 35 euros to buy a Vandus Hammerhand. Do you know what? Just for you, we'll do that now. Connor, happy birthday, mate. I've recently gotten back into the hobby and your tutorials have been a lifesaver. Thank you. Welcome back, Connor, and thank you very much. I think a new Vandus is coming. Yeah, but the old one is a legend. I need to pull up a new one of those. And head over to Firestorm Games. See if they've got any Vandai in stock. Maybe if we do this. I'm just sorting my life out. There we go. So now if I jump over to here. Hey, there we go. Right, let's have a look. Vandus Hammerhand. Hammerhand? Oh no. Well, the channel sponsor doesn't have any Vandus Hammerhands. So now we're going to have to go to Games Workshop themselves. Vandus Hammerhand. There he is. What else is in my cart? Oh, I do need one of those. There we go. I'm slowly but surely putting my Death Company together because of my shaky and chunky hands. Building the Dreadnought was a lot easier than the Marines. Yeah. Yeah, the Space Marines these days, especially some of the... Don't show us your cards. Oh, you know, I promise I won't. Building Space Marines these days is so much more fiddly than they have any right to be. You need to get to £40 for free shipping now. I know. So here's one of the things I was thinking about doing with all of you guys. I don't know if this is something that would interest you. I don't know how much people are interested in Legions Imperialis, but this right here would not be the first time he has. Yep. I share my address all the time. It's quite a considerable amount more than what I would normally pay for something like this, though. What else? Guys, throw some video ideas at me. We need to get to Ungrim Iron Fist. Yeah, there he is. That is something you guys want, isn't it? And I do want that model. Okay, go on. We'll throw it in the cart. The Chaos War Shrine. Chaos Dwarfs. Bretonnian Toe Lady. The Green Knight. How to make Chaos Possessed look extra grimdark. That's a lot of videos. Necromunda. Sure, I haven't looked at Necromunda for ages. See, I've got these. I've got the Escher gang. God, there's a lot of Necromunda, isn't there? Black Coach from Nighthaunt. BS, make a video where you paint a model in your Contrast Plus style versus the same model in the traditional method and explain the different techniques, pros and cons. I kind of did. I've done a couple of those in the past. So I did one Elise Duchard. Oh, she's in. No, she's not in stock. There was a Dark Angels one and there was a Blood Angels one I did. Thank you very much, Trent. Yeah, she always sells out. She's a sellout. Dark Angels or Black Templars, which is cooler? Oh, I mean, Dark Angels and Black Templars kind of occupy a similar space in the coolness factor to me. Your choice is, do you like green or black more? I really love that model. I love that model too. So if we go... and then we go contrast versus classic. So I did Blood Angels, Heavy Intercessors, and Dark Angels. Oh wow, they've had good. Those have been some successful videos. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to buy things now, and you'll be pleased that we're not going to show our card details. That is my address. Yeah. And hey Josh, I can't stick around, too busy and sick, but I hope you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. I hope everyone else has a great day as well. Thank you, Alec, man. I'm sorry you're not feeling very well. I hope you get better soon, buddy. Edward, thank you very much for the 1 gifted membership. Is it working now? It's okay, I'll recover eventually. Thanks, Josh. You will, and you will come back stronger for it. Got it. Your order has been confirmed. Right, there we go. So I have ordered that base I needed. That's the wrong email account. So I've ordered Ungrim, Younggrim, Vandus, and the base. So Strumming Fish. Warhipster is only level 34 at contrast. I must be level 0. No. No, whatever your age is, that's the level you're at. He's doing great. His glorious beard has no grey so far. My beard is pretty all grey at this point. I beg to differ. In here somewhere is some very, very white hairs. You can't see them at the moment. Maybe they've fallen out. There you go. Some of it's coming through. Dave Hall, thank you very much for being a member for 33 months. Happy birthday, Josh. Thank you very much, Dave. I very much appreciate it. Do you happen to have a spare solar auxilia about the pace? I do. I do, as it happens. I have a box of them. A box of the... I have a las rifle tertio. So what's that? 20 guys. I bought them to do a video on. Basically, it was going to be a video which was taking the Legions Imperialis scheme and blowing it up. to the actual 32mm scale. That was the plan. It has not yet materialized because I haven't had time, but we will get there. My beard went grey at 26. So when I was in my mid-20s, I got a lot of very fiery orange hairs in my beard. So around about here. I had lots of orange hairs. It was very strange. And then they went. And then about 2 years ago, I started getting shockingly white hairs in my beard and in my hair. And it's like I'm just gonna skip the grey phase and go straight to white. Which I'm excited for, to be honest. I will become Gandalf, you know? Face United. Happy birthday, mate. Where do you store all the models you paint? Well, some of them live in here. So some of them go in here. Some of them live out, like this. Some of them live in the shed. And others live round the corner in another one of... in a Kallax cube. And because all of those are full, now they just kind of live on various tables and edges and sides around the house. What I need is a case that can store well over 1,000 miniatures. Some of us are just thankful to have some hair left, no matter what color it is. Yeah. So I used to have. This is how I know that I'm slightly thinning on top. So I used to have quite a pronounced widow's peak. So it used to come down like as far as there. So I used to, because I used to shave my head. So I used to kind of flatten it off around here. Straight across. So I used to just use the clippers to do it. But as you can see, it's now gone. That's receded. And I'm a little bit thinner there. And also there. Add some flock. Yes. Where are you keeping the psychophage? You paint it so well, I'm going to go and steal it. My psychophage is in here. So you'll have to make it past my front door. Not just into the garden. Is this like 1,000 basic minis like a Space Marine or a Stormcast? Yeah, well, it's everything, right? So everything on the channel... Almost everything on the channel. I mean, if I was to go through it and look at all the videos that we have, view your channel. So all the Scaven, that's all. I have all of that. Everything that's ever been done for Lord of the Rings, I have that. All of the Chaos stuff, I have. All of the Blood Angels stuff, I have. There's only like bits and bobs here that I don't still have. There's things like where I've done it for commission. So like the Tyranids, for example, the Morlock, the Trigon, the Maliceptor and Deathleaper. They went to their appropriate home. All of those spearheads, I have all of those. The Tau, I have all of those. Flesh Eater Courts, I have all of that. Legions Imperialis, I have all of that. Cities of Sigmar, I have all of that. The Ardboys, Dominion, Indomitus. Frostlord and Stonehorn I don't have. That was for somebody else. As was Thanquol and Bone Ripper. Kataro, you're welcome. Yeah. The Seraphon, I have all of that. The Astra Militarum, all of those. All the demons. All of the Space Marines. Almost all of the Space Marines. There's one or two that I don't still have. So, like, my collection spans as far as, you know, things like you have stuff like Space Marines, obviously, and Clan Rats, and Steel Helms, and Fusiliers, and all that kind of thing. But it's also Talia Vedra, Be'lakor, Kragnos, King Brod, Archaon, the Warhound Titan, Karazai, Krondys, Aventus Firestrike, Ionis Cryptborn, Space Wolves. I have those. The Gladiators, the Dreadnoughts, Sanguinius, the Lion, Corsair Khan, Horus Ascended, the Great Unclean One, the Lord of Change, the Keeper of Secrets, Bloodthirster, Scarbrand, Angron. Yeah, I've got all of it. Mortarion I don't have. That was for someone else. Cursed City, that was for someone else as well. That was a wedding / birthday present for a very, very good friend of mine. All the Sylvaneth, I have all of that. What I hear is there is a Warlord Titan missing. You are not wrong, Freak Mike. A stunning Aventus Firestrike. Love the video. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love it. It is one of my favourite models I've painted. I had it for ages. I got it the day it came out, and I just didn't do anything with it until that Christmas where I went a bit crazy and just painted big things. So I painted the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon, Marathi, Gobsprak, Aventus Firestrike. I did it all in like a week. Sanguinius. Oh yeah, I mean this was an insane week. Krondys, Karazai, Stormdrake Guard, Sanguinius, the Black Templars Castellan, the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon, Marathi, Gobsprak, and Aventus Firestrike. And Constantin Valdor as well. That was done at the same time. I was young. Grr. Hello, Adam. How you doing? A Necron-inspired sarcophagus would be a great case. Yeah? Mr. ADR Wargaming, otherwise known as Adam, otherwise known as one of the key legends around here, has gifted 10 of the finest Warhipster memberships. Thank you very much, buddy. That puts us on 521. Oh, look, it's that dapper chap, Adam. Exactly. Exactly, Captain Mannerings. I would love... So, this is the thing, guys. I would love to do a Reaver Titan, and I would love to do a Warlord Titan. I would. I would love to do that. However, they're very, very expensive, and they require 24-hour painting streams. And we can only manage one of those a year, because I still haven't recovered from January, really. You still can't give members, James. Does it just give you that timeout thing when you try it? 69 likes. 69 likes indeed, Thomas. We did it. We got to our main goal. Our next goal is 100 likes on the stream. 100 likes for 34 years on this planet. Yeah, YouTube's just busted at the moment when it comes to gifting memberships. I think super chats work, but then I also have heard that they've also been glitching out, which is irritating for us creators. I know that Liam was having the same problems, and a couple of other people I've seen as well. YouTube's not been working for them. Am I tripping, or is the Harbinger of Decay sold out literally everywhere? Yeah, that model sells out immediately. Mr. Glitch. That's a great reference. Yeah, I can't gift Liam either. Yeah, it's just it's busted for some reason. I vote Warlord, probably because I have the head partially assembled. Yeah, I want to do it. I will do it. Eventually. They're just very, very expensive. And I need to move house. I don't think Al. Look, this is the thing. Al's not here right now, so I can say this to all of you. Buying things that keep the channel ticking along, absolutely fine. Dropping 1,500 quid on a Warlord Titan will not go down well. It's things like a Manta. I'd love to do a Manta one day. But they're very, very expensive. I am interested in your top tier Patreon level. Would you describe a little bit of what I might expect in the one-to-one coaching sessions? Essentially what you get with that is you get like an hour, probably more, of my time in a month. And really it's led by you. So I don't have like a program or a kind of course per se. Essentially, it's how you want to run it, right? So if you were like, I really want to know how to paint this particular model, and I've got it, and I want you to show me how to do it, then we would do that over the course of a couple of months, and we would talk about it and talk about, you know, kind of color choices and also what your color choices. The other thing as well is that if you want to learn about kind of techniques and stuff, I can do personal demonstrations for you. I can film it and send it to you, so you have your own video for it, to keep it to yourself. Well, there's nothing secret there, right? But it's essentially it's a case of that time isn't me telling you here's these like 6 things. It's here's you know, what do you want to talk about? Like, do you want to talk about whether Blood Angels Red is going to work over Retributor armor? In which case, if you'd let me know beforehand, I can prep that and we can talk through it. That kind of thing. That's basically how it works. Demogorgon, thank you very much for the 1 gifted membership. Legend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, a Manta doubles as a coffee table, so you're basically buying furniture. And this is the thing. This is it. You could also do what James said there. Yeah, that is also a possibility, which is what we did. Tax deductible, right? Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah, if you make a video out of it. If I buy it and don't do anything with it, so right. So if I was to buy a Manta in a tax year and then not use it or do anything for it, it then wouldn't be claimable if I didn't do it in that tax year. You could just do a Mantathon stream where you streamed until you had enough revenue to pay for it. Yeah, that's a 24-hour stream for a 24-hour stream. I like it. It's not a bad idea. I have no idea I have no idea where to put this. And this isn't that big. I have just no idea where to put it. A Manta would be a problem in this house. It would be a real problem. Because I actually, to be fair, I actually couldn't get the camera high enough to have it on camera. That's the other part of it. What is the name of this? That is a Warhound Titan. Wear it as a hat / fascinator for Cheltenham races. Yes, and also impact all the vertebrae in my neck. Then you store the collection inside the manta. Yeah. Yeah. We store our 1,000 miniatures inside a manta, which famously has space for 40 fire warriors and 6 crisis suits and 2 devilfish. I think. Zombie 422, thank you very much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Will we get 4K video for this channel? Yes, we will. We will. I'm slowly figuring out exactly what the requirements are for that. And we will get there. I need to set... Basically, it's really boring. I need to set up a NAS. Essentially. To be able to handle the amount of data that it requires. And that takes time and money and the know-how and the elbow grease to lead us to a new land. But essentially that's what we need to do. Because if we're going to go... Because I've tried it, right, with the new setup, and we can do it, but it's only manageable if it's like low-grade 4K, and at that point it's still better in 1080p. Any sneak peek of the Vespid, if any are painted? Of course, Zombie. Of course you can have a sneak peek of the Vespid. They are all painted. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I meant to put this video out yesterday, but then time got away from me and I ended up not doing it. It will be out this week. Here's Reza. Shoo! Oh, that's a hideous focusing issue. There you go. I just need to move one of these models, which is very close to making an appearance on stream when it shouldn't. There you go. Alan L. $300 dues? Since subscriptions won't work for me towards the Warlord? Uh-oh. That's a Warlord Titan fund started right there. Alan, thank you so much. That is incredible. Thank you so much, Alan. I really appreciate that. The Warlord Titan is now named Alan. Absolutely it is. Thank you so much, Alan. I really appreciate that. That's an unbelievable generous of you. Are we doing this? Are we starting a Warlord Titan fund? Is that what we're doing? How much is a Warlord Titan? Hang on. It's definitely not £74. So it's £83 for the head. Do you remember when they used to have the Titan Builder? That was useful. 83 plus 12, 33. What's that? 12, that's 13, 16. Plus the laser blasters. 13, 16. About 150 quid. 200, 300 quid. So call it 1600 all in. Is that right? Yeah, about that. Oh, I wasn't looking. James? James, what are you playing at? Mr. Glitch, thank you very much for becoming a member. The name is now James Allen. You appear to be slightly red in the face, buddy. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. Have I come home just in time to see chat make Mr. Warhipster cry? Yes. Yes, Flying Muttley. You have. I was trying to figure out how much... Oh. Ooh. I was trying to figure out how much a Warlord Titan was. I come back. Holy good lord. Either a Warlord or the equivalent in Clan Rats. Choose Warlord Titan every time. Oh. No spending. No spending it on hose and blow. Yeah, no, I won't. I can promise you that. I think it's like... Hey, Star Pilot, how you doing? Oh no. Oh no, Demogorgon. £100. Oh no. Stop it, guys. Sir Brastian, thank you very much for the 10 as well. Your Contrast Plus videos are my inspiration to get through a pile of shame. Can I make a request? The 3rd edition Tyranids black, blue and red using your paints and techniques. Thank you very much, Sir Brastian. Yes, we can put it on the list. I need to buy the words. I need to buy the Titus board game. The Space Marine 2 board game this weekend. I need to buy that on Saturday. So maybe we'll have a spare Tyranid in order to do something like that for you. Thank you very much, Sebastian. Thank you very much, Demogorgon. You need to buy the Warlord Titan. Yeah, it looks like it. That's like... I mean... I think that puts us roughly... around this. If I now turn that on, you should see that. Wait for the Recruit Edition they're releasing with Titus in it. Oh! Star Pilot, thank you very much for the $1.99. That's very kind of you. Same colour scheme as the Warhound. Is that what you'd want to see? So this is the Warhound in the colours of Legio Solaria. So would we do it the same? Approximately 500 clan wraps. How much bigger is a Warlord Titan then? Like that big? It's like this comes up to its like crotch, I think. Something like that. Yeah, somewhere in that region, I think. I can't remember. I haven't seen one side by side for a while. Pritter's succulent Chinese meal. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you so much for the £100. Thank you so much, guys. You're being very, very, very generous. Halfway there. Yeah. That would put us at that. What is the charge? Donating to a painting channel? A succulent Warhipster painting channel? Thank you so much, Pritters. He's leaking, folks. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Because that's a lot of money. Oh, boy. I'm going to go back to this camera. It's more comfortable. I expect a man hug at Liam's AoS event next month. Oh, yeah, you could absolutely have a man hug at Liam's event next month. Well, Warhipster, you haven't told me what you want for your birthday. So, no, Adam, don't buy me a Warhammer. Don't do it. Don't. I love you very much. I love you all very much. You're incredibly generous to me. It is very, 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 very kind of you. Or it could just be a hug with no further expectations. No. Lovely Vespids, by the way. Thank you very much. Adam, are you about to send me clan rats? That will make me very sad. We need one claw. Yeah, you want an Ari... I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? What, you want an Ariok power claw on the Warlord Titan. An Ariok power claw. I mean, it is pretty cool, isn't it? What does that pair with? The Sun Fury pattern Plasma Annihilator or the Bellicosa Volcano Cannon? I'd probably say the Volcano Cannon. And then on the back of its head, do you do... Well, on its shoulders, it has the option for... Where are they? The Apocalypse Missile Launcher or the Titan Laser Blasters. Guys. going to break me. I'm expecting a threesome with Josh and Joe. Here's your volcano cannon, Adam. Thank you so much. And Reza, thank you so much. Adam, thank you for the 114. Reza, thank you very much for the $49.99. Mega Brew, thank you very much for the $9.99. Not as much as some of the others, but happy birthday all the same. I thank you for all the super helpful tutorials which have got me through my first 6 months painting. It's very, very, very kind of you guys. Indeed. You're absolutely legendary. Every single one of you. I mean, that puts us on... Oh, yeah, that. Liam's gotten strong-armed into MESBG. You should totally join in on that, right? Yes. I don't have anything to hand, Lord of the Rings wise, without going into this cupboard. Yes. 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 I mean, there's the new edition is on the way. We already have the Rohan battle host. We already have the Isengard battle host. We already have Osgiliath. Plenty more Lord of the Rings stuff on the way. In fact, we do actually have one. We have this guy. He's primed and ready. So there's Gandalf. For those less familiar, we also have Hurin. Hurin the Tall. I built that one on stream, actually. Here's Hurin and Ingold. They're there. Reza Prime, you are a beautiful legend. You are a beautiful legend. Reza sent me a Mumakil. So I do have one. I do have one to do. It's over there. I need to build it and paint it. As soon as I know Gandalf the Greyseer, he's actually been primed in White Scar, this one, for a change. So as soon as I know roughly when the MESBG new edition box set is coming, I think we're going to just do a lot of MESBG. I have plans for Tale of Many Warhipsters Season 3. 3 systems, 3 armies. Can the plan last more than 3 episodes? Yes, it can. Tale of Many Warhipsters, actually, not long to go now. Not long at all. November, I think, right? Has everyone got their calendars marked? Surely it's late November / early December, right? I think you're right, Sir Strummingfish. I'm going to paint the same thing every month. As in, you're going to paint the same model every month, or you're going to stick to one army or one project? Here's another set of models. That I have to do. So we have our Citadel Guard. Nope, that's a Wood Elf. Keeping in keeping with the announcement, we also have some of these. Some Rohan Royal Guards. Elf, where? Here. It's an old Warhammer Fantasy miniature. Rohan Royal Guards. Yes, I have those three. And then I also have, to go with them, oh yeah, so I bought, when they redid them, made to order, the Heroes of Helm's Deep. There they are. And I also have the Rohan Royal Knights on horse to do as well. And then somewhere nearby, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 24 more Warriors of Minas Tirith. And there is also 6 Knights of Minas Tirith, as well as Ingold and Huron the Tall and Gandalf to do to finish off a Minas Tirith collection. So essentially it's going to be a clearing the backlog type thing. MESBG, Heroes of Helm's Deep and Rohan Royal Knights left to go. Truffle Shuffle, thank you very much for the happy birthday and for the $27.99, and Mr. Gwatkin for the £10 happy birthday for tomorrow. Now you're just teasing Star Pilot. Yeah. Here we go. Here is the Heroes of Helm's Deep. So we have the truly... Let's just get them all out, shall we? So we have Aragorn, Haldir. We have the Lothlorien Herald. We have a Theoden on foot. We have Gamling. We have Eowyn. And we have Legolas. And we have Gimli. There they are. Now I also have... I'm going to give you both a good old like there. You guys are legends. Thank you so much, guys. I also have the Ambusher Ammon Hen metals. These are the things that I wish I had time for. I also have an Elrond video I need to finish. What year are they from? These are from... like 2000 and... I want to say 5? 2004? 2005? Oh, more for Theoden, more for the Rohirrim. We have Dernhelm and Merry as well to do. I don't know where the ones on foot have gone. They should be here. Oh, they're there. I got them. I also dug this out of storage. We have Halbarad, Arathorn, and this guy whose name I can't remember. What are you hoping for in the reveals for Warhammer Day? Have they said what they're going to be previewing? Like not the factions, but... For Gondor, John. Yeah, his name's John. They've said, join us for Warhammer Day, 5th of October. 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Legions Imperialis on Warhammer Underworlds. Okay, so I think what we're going to see is we're going to see the things they've already roadmapped. So Age of Sigmar, I think we're going to see what the Slaves to Darkness thing is going to be. Warhammer 40,000, I think we're going to see the Krieg. Kill Team, I have no idea. Warhammer Underworlds, I think it's going to be a Skaven Underworlds team. And Legions Imperialis, I have no clue. And very chaos orientated. Yeah, I think we'll get some news about what's happening. We'll get some news about what's happening with the God Legions, which I'm more and more convinced that that the God Legions thing is going to be a case of the Chaos Demons will be moving into Codex World Eaters, Death Guard, Thousand Sons, and consequently Emperor's Children. I think they will show some more Stormcast. I wish they would, Lucas. I love the Stormcast. Right, how are these getting on? Are they dry yet? They are not yet dry. Oh. What about that? I need to thin down some more. Does Denethor have a model and is he eating a messy tomato in it? Denethor does have a model. I don't think he's eating a tomato in it, but it is kind of post-tomato incident. You think that Underworlds will be set in the Skaven cities? Do you know, I hadn't thought that until you'd mentioned that, Captain Mannerings, but it makes absolute sense that Warhammer Underworlds would move into Blight City. How do all kids finally all asleep? Has Josh cried yet? Yes. Josh has cried. You missed the show. Sorry, but I need to leave. I wish you an awesome birthday tomorrow, Josh. I hope you will achieve the Titan target within this stream. That would make me very, 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 very happy. And also very, very nervous. Oh, good. It's normally good when you have a cry on stream. Yeah. To be honest, on Monday I nearly came close as to how bad those scouts were. That would have been a bad cry. That would have been a very bad cry. Right, we're going to do our second layer of Abad 1 Black on our Aquilons. Because it needs to happen. I wish to be done with the Aquilons. One down. Two down. What tufts are those? The tufts are dark moss from Gamer's Grass, I want to say. Let me do this and I'll confirm 100% for you. One, two, three. And that's 5. And then we have our last one. Ah. There we go. All 6. Alan. It is Tiny Dark Moss. There you go. Alan, thank you very much for the $100 super chat. Keeping the momentum going. As unbelievably generous of you. You're being you guys are being unbelievably generous. And it's because you want to see me paint a Warhol Titan, isn't it? $100 likes on the birthday stream as birthday present for Warhipster. Thank you very much, Thomas. Oh, message retracted. Never mind. So that should be. Do you actually want to paint an Eldar Titan or something? I I do want to paint these things. I don't want to do them now. Eldar Titan be sexy. How much are the Eldar Titans? How much are they in this day and age? Let's just look up Titan. And then we're going to just filter. And we're going to sort by price descending. There we go. So Warlord Titan, Chaos Raider. A Phantom Titan body. £510. And the Revenant Titan with Pulsars is £275.50. That's almost reasonable. And the Taunar Supremacy armor body is £170.50. Is that the cheapest one that they do? Why are the Eldar Titans like got stupid poses? The Reaver Titan is out of stock at the moment, which is interesting. Because they're Eldar, they have to be extra. Yeah, I mean, it's never ever gonna stand up, is it? The Mini Creative, thank you very much for the $9.99. Popped in to wish you happy birthday, Josh. Thanks for everything you do. You're my hobby hero. Aw, thank you very much, the Mini Creative. That's very kind of you. Plastic Reaver incoming. Yeah. Can you imagine? They did the Reaver before they did the Warhound. Riots in the streets, I say. A plastic Warhound, though, I don't think is beyond the realms of impossibility, given as though they've done the, what's it called? The Acastus? No. What am I thinking of? Cerastus Knights. Warlord Titan size. So for those who are asking, that is the size comparison. So there's the Warlord in the middle. There's the Reaver. And there's the Warhound. And obviously this one we've done. This is the next size up. And then this is the biggest one. I genuinely have no idea where I would put a Warlord Titan. You'd probably just end up having streams of me sat of the Titans sat where I'm sat right now. Kat, thank you very much for the 10. After flicking through the new Scaven Battle Tome to look for the painting guides and finding nothing but disappointment, all I can say is thank you for being such an amazing resource for painters. Thank you very much, Kat. That is very kind of you. I was a little bit saddened by the reduction in painting guides in the Skaven book. I agree with you. It's not great. It's not the best. How much is the Warhound? Also, happy early birthday. Thank you very much, Kat. That's very kind of you. The Warhound Titan. The body itself is £437.50. And then you get the two guns for, I think they're about 50 quid each. I have the Plasma Annihilator and the Titan Mega Bolter. Sorry, the Plasma Blast Gun and the Titan Mega Bolter. So 108 £109 for the 2 guns, plus the body is £546.50, to be precise. But yeah, I mean, there you go. That is the difference in size between all three. There is also the Nemesis Warbringer Titan, but you can't see it in this picture. They're very, very big. They're also terrible in game. Because you could take a Warhound Titan quite easily in a game of 2,000 points of Warhammer. The problem is that leaves you with like 500 points left to do absolutely nothing with, because all of your points are in the Warhound Titan, and it's bad. It's very, very bad. Should we see if we can find the Nemesis Warbringer Titan? Oh, there you go. There is a size comparison. Of all four. Yeah, conceivably, yes, they are as tall as your son. They're definitely as tall as a newborn. They're bigger than a newborn, to be honest. If the Warhound was a 24-hour stream, then the Warlord must be at least 100 hours to paint. Yeah, I mean, if we were to do it, it would have to be... It would have to be something like... It would have to be like a part 1 and a part 2. It would have to be 48 hours, I think. And you just spend 24 hours on like the legs and the head. If my newborn is the size of a Nemesis Warbringer, Kelly is not going to be happy. Yeah, but yes. Lots of airbrush, really. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, that would be if you airbrushed it, that would be that would be ideal. If you're me, you did it with a paintbrush. So that Warhound was done with a paintbrush and contrast paint. That is a contrast painted Warhound Titan. It's doable. How much does it weigh? A lot. The Warhound is already significantly heavy. A Warlord would be ridiculous. Above Warlord, but no models. I think Warmonger, Warmaster, Imperator, and Apocalypse. Yeah, you're exactly right, Alan. The biggest size they've done is the Warlord. There is the Warmaster Iconoclast and the other one, which they've done in Legions Imperialis scale, but they haven't done in 32 millimeter scale. Thank goodness. Layer triple X. Yeah, I can't remember what size. Oh no, I did it all with. Oh, good lord. I did it with a Vallejo shader, so that brush there, and I also used the Vallejo dry brushes, and the Pro Modeler 2, I think, was the other one I used. This one. Yeah. That's the brush I did it with. do have a scenery brush here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I don't know what I've done with it. Ah, it's there. So I have this, which we could probably do a warlord with. This brush has been used for one thing, and it was to paint I used this to paint the Sector Imperialis tiles for the shop I used to manage in Banbury. I used this brush for it. And so far, I haven't had to use it again. You can tell, because that's all storm vermin fur. And Psi Titans. Yeah, so there's the Ordo Sinister, who have their sinister. They're basically their warlord sized. They do a Forge World upgrade kit for Titanicus for it. And it's pretty cool. I have painted one before actually. I did it for a present for someone else. It's this bad boy. That guy. But that's Legions Imperialis scale. So that's... I mean, it's still chunky, right? It's the same size as like a Redemptor Dreadnought. But it is about that big. I used some Rattling Grime on skulls on a Master of Possession last night, and I really liked the look. Just wanted to try something different than Skeleton Horde. Yeah, Rattling Grime is a really, really, like... I think Rattling Grime is like a sleeper paint. I think there's a lot to like about it. It can be used, like, if you thin it down, it can become a really nice kind of grubby shade. It can be used to substitute for brown. It can be used to substitute for grey. It can be used for hair, beards. It can be used for leather. It can be used for... You know, it can be used for a lot of really cool stuff. I think Rattling Grime is an absolutely spectacular paint. It's a really, really good one. Like, I didn't think at first that we needed Rattling Grime because Basilicanum Grey exists, but it is far superior to Basilicanum Grey. In many respects. Like, it's got enough darkness to it as well that it can be like really, really grim. But also if you thin it down, it's just really satisfying sort of brownish grey. Good evening, Nevi368. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. How much would I have to super chat to get a Storm Fiend painting guide, Josh? I have to find some Storm Fiends. They're constantly out of stock. If you've got Storm Fiends on the go and you wanna get cracking on them, I do have a Thanquol Bone Ripper video. This bad boy right here. So this one will give you everything you need to do them. So that Thanquol video has all of the requisite paints. He's sponsored by Firestorm down here, though. I am. That will help you, because I do need to. So, like, for Scaven, I went through it the other day, and there is what What's name? What's the thing? It's the Skaven. So I've done most of the range, but what I haven't yet done is the Doomflayers, the Warp Spark Weapon Battery, and the Warp Grinder. So those are 3 that are on my list of, because I've got them, they're built, they're primed, they're ready to go. And then of the stuff that I haven't done, I thought I was close to having done the entire Skaven range. I was wrong, because there is the Warlock Bombardier, which I do have, built and primed. The Plague Pack, which I have, but I haven't done anything with. The Endless Spells, the Gnaw Holes, the Warp Lightning Cannon, Plague Monks, Plague Claw, Claw Lord, Storm Fiends, Doom Wheel, Night Runners, Vermin Lord, Skittershank's Claw Pack, a Screaming Bell, a Plague Furnace, and a Hellpit Abomination. So there's a lot of things I haven't done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 Skaven units that I haven't done. It would be really cool, and that is something that I always kind of aspire to, is having ranges complete. But the problem is time. Vermin Lord have also like 5 different builds. Yeah, I mean, it has Screech Vermin King and 4 different Vermin Lords, so I would only do one if I was to do it. Probably Screech, to be fair. Yeah. Lots and lots of Skaven. But yeah, it's just having the time is the problem. I run out of it constantly. So like I've only just finished these Aquilons, the bases. Screech and a Warpseer. Yeah. So this is it. Like I might, depending on if Christmas rolls around and there is a Skaven battle force, I might pick it up if it's got things like a Vermin Lord in it or some of the older stuff. I might pick one of those up. But Storm Fiends are on the list of things to get eventually. But before we can get to that, I've got stuff to do, which I can't tell you about, unfortunately. But yeah. Guys, it is 10:30. We've been streaming for 2 hours. You've been unbelievably generous on this most priest of dayest of birthdays. New Stormcast sitting off to the side, just out of camera shot. I wish, Cat. I wish. But no, not yet. Sneeze twice if it's MESBG related. It's not. I can promise you it's not. I don't have that box either. I have other stuff. Wait, you didn't make it to the Warlord yet. I know. We're 600 short of it, but I honestly think my heart might implode if that happens. But don't worry, we've started the Warlord Fund. We shall get there. But I need to go. I do. But it's been an emotion. It's been emotional. It's been an unbelievable stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Just Stoogie, Asmodeus, Colonel, 149th of the Death Corps of Krieg, Asmodeus again, Captain Manrings, Tommy Agami, Asmodeus again, Elekman, Edward 705, Dave Hall, ADR Wargaming, Demogorgon, Zombie 422, Mr. Glitch, Sebastian, Starpilot 94, Reza Prime, Mega Brune, Starpilot again, Lord Billy, Truffle Shuffle, Mr. Gwatkin Gaming. Oh, stop it. Mini Creative and Cat and of course, to James Mathias, to Adam again, to Alan. Hang on, it's not giving me the full list. Show me everyone. Demogorgon again. Why aren't you showing me the full list? Carl of Hodgie as well. For another $99.99. We're just gonna bang that to 1,300. I wanted to do another 500, but YouTube says you can only give 500 per day. Honestly, what is YouTube like, eh? James, it's incredibly generous of you. You really don't have to. I need to find all of these red super chats because it's not giving me the full list. I think it's because they're all still in the cooldown. So Carl, Alan, Adam, Alan, James. There's a P there. Pridders, Demogorgon, all of you absolute legends for the super chats. Thank you for teaching me Contrast Plus, or I'd just not paint. I know. I'm joking. I think you might be missing some in the fund total. I mean, according to my resources, chat revenue says it's the same, 1,300. All those names on the Titan's body, absolutely. Get them all painted on, 100%, definitely, no question asked. Definitely. No, thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What an incredible day. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to me. Thank you, guys. Honestly, you're the best. Incredible people. I love you very much. However, I must go. So I'm going to raise the hand of farewell. Starpilot, thank you very much for the 199. Thank you for the hashtag Warlord Fund. We shall keep it there. We shall do it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. That's the one. We shall do that. There we go. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go. Before any of you continue to waste money on me, you can't leave us. I will. I have to. I've got other things. I also need to use the loo. Guilt trip. I know, Demogorgon. I feel really bad. It works. Trust me, it works. The guilt trip works. Because I'm like, I must stay. They want me to stay. But I cannot go. Laura, happy birthday. Hope you have a lovely day and allow yourself some time off. Thank you, Laura. I absolutely will do. I will try to, at least. I'm going for a burger tomorrow night. It's going to be the best. I'll wait my man hug, buddy. It'll be happening soon. October. Don't we worry. Right. Hand of farewell. I will see you all very soon in the next one. You're the legends. All of you. Bye for now. Love you. Love you. Bye. Bye for now.